Bizarre Brain Comics. Hello, my comic book friends, and welcome to Bizarre Brain Comics. I'm Gary, your host. This is where I like to take a look at some older comics, talk a little bit about the characters and creators, and examine the stories and the art. And this time, I want to take a little look at this book. This is the Transformers movie. Number 1 of 3, a 3-issue limited series adapting the original Transformers movie. Yes, decades before Michael Bay did those live-action Transformers movies, there was a full-length animated feature film, which I actually saw in the theater. But I haven't seen it in probably like 35 years, so I don't remember much about it. And I want to show you, I don't have any Transformers figures. So I got this one here. This is this figure here. This is their Transformer robot knockoff. This is from GoBots. I've had this one for like ages, 35 years or something like that. I don't know. But it's the closest I've got. And watch this, what he does. Right? But he transforms. Do that. And do that. Get that in there. No, now it doesn't want to go in there. There we go. Put that in there. Get in there. There we go. And you put those together and put the hands right there. And the hands are right there. I goofed. Okay, I got it. There we go. And this is what that Transformer, that GoBot changes into, is a toy gun. And it's a cap gun though. You can pop it open, and they have those. I don't even know if they still make those. Those little. They're usually red or yellow plastic rings of caps that you put in there. Go. Well, now it's decided it's not even going to shoot. There we go. So that's that's the closest I've got to a Transformer. Okay, Transformers. This is Transformers the movie, 1 of 3 from Marvel Comics, 1986, written by Ralph Macchio, with art by Ron Perlin, and inks. Ron Perlin, Ian Akins and Brian Garvey. I think they did the inks on it. And the Transformers animated movie, released in 1986, which was tied to the animated Transformers TV series, which was based on the toy line from Hasbro, and featured many notable voice actors in this cast, primarily, but not exclusively, Leonard Nimoy, Star Trek's Spock, and Orson Welles. You know, Orson Welles, Rosebud, War of the Worlds, The Shadow, Robin Masters from the original Magnum PI, and this was his last role, because he passed away 10 months before the movie was released. So it was like right after he did the voice. He was gone. And he's got that deep resonant voice, and his voice really fits the character that he portrays here. Okay, now I'll just kind of quickly move through this, because Transformers the movie, off in the depths of space, there's this planet, and it's a planet inhabited by robots. Here comes this mist and something coming up, and it's the whole everything's collapsing. Craddox, wait for me! And then dissolved, crunch, crunch. He and the remaining robot transforms and zooms away as the whole planet is consumed. But consumed by what? It is Unicron. That's Orson Welles. Kind of fits him. The Planet Eater. It's kind of like a Transformers version of Galactus, and I would not be a bit surprised if the character was based on Galactus. And so Galactus has consumed that planet for his energy, and then zooms off, and he's headed towards the planet of Cybertron. And it's that robot that got away was on his way to, presumably, to warn, because it's like a Cybertronian outpost or something like that. Now on Cybertron, Cybertron, the planet, is ruled by the Autobots, Decepticons. Oh, I couldn't think of the word. But there are several artificial moons, satellites here, and the Autobots are in control of a couple of them. They're in constant conflict with the Decepticons. And Optimus Prime, but send a shuttle to Earth for some reason, and to Autobot City. And there it is. The shuttle takes off with some Autobots, but inside their headquarters, the machine flips open and a tape jumps out, and it whoop, 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 transforms. It is Laserbeak, zooms to the Decepticons, and then plays the recording so that they know the Decepticons know of their plans. They intercept the shuttle headed to Earth. Crunch in, die Autobots! Whoop, 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 whoop. Bam, bam, bam. Fight, fight, fight. And they manage to take control of the shuttlecraft. Meanwhile, on Earth, at Autobot City, the robot Hot Rod is with the kid, does it say his name? Dan, I think is his name. And they're out fishing. And then they see the shuttlecraft coming in, and transforms and takes the kid in him and zooms up, because they want a spot where they can better observe. Now, this is some decent artwork. These robots have got to be very difficult to draw consistently over and over and over again, and different angles and different robots without them all jumbling all together, because it's hard enough for me to tell which is which. And zoom to a lookout point, and they're looking to see the shuttlecraft landing on a pad that's all alone. And then they see it's Decepticons, and the Decepticons are and they start blasting, blast. They see that they're spotted, but it was enough to give the Autobots in the city the warning, and they start closing stuff up, boop, 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 boop. And so that the city is now a fortress, and the Decepticons can't get in, so they're attacking. Blam, blam, blam. Megatron has his people come together, and they form Devastator, a giant robot, and starts pounding to get. And meanwhile, Optimus Prime is with the Dinobots. They were on their way there too. Doesn't matter. They see what's going on, and the Dinobots attack. Grimlock. Blech. And up against Devastator, but they're not tough enough to take on the Devastator. And he's pounding away at him. So then Optimus Prime gets down there, and he goes head to head with Megatron. How many times have they fought head to head? And bam, 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 fight, smash, zap, till finally it seems that Megatron is defeated, but he secretly snatches a gun and shoots Optimus Prime one last time. But Prime gets a chance to swing around and incapacitate Megatron. But Prime himself is incapacitated. The rest of the Decepticons, they they grab all of their injured people and get on the shuttlecraft and take off. And then the Autobots get there to help Optimus Prime, but it seems he is fatally injured. And he at the end of his life, he bequeaths his leadership matrix to what's his name, Ultra Magnus, and passes it on, and then Optimus Prime dies. Boom. And that's good because it's show the long shot like that, showing how sorrowful and everything everyone is. Good visual technique. Meanwhile, the shuttle is heading back to Cybertron, and but even the ship is having problems. And so the Decepticons throw all their injured people over the side, including their boss, Megatron. No. So, oh, how it pains me to think this. Wait, I still function. No, please, we're still alive. And they're floating off in space as the ship takes off. But it's right in the path of Unicron. And Unicron has a tractor beam on all those Decepticons, brings them into himself, and then they are all reformed, not just healed up, but basically recycled into new Decepticons. New warriors, Scourge the Tracker, for example, and Cyclonus the warrior, yada yada yada, and ultimately Megatron is transformed into Galvatron, and that's the character that Leonard Nimoy played. And then it says, continued next issue, Judgment Day, bum bum bum, and that's all we see of Galvatron. Optimus Prime is dead. What's going to happen? Ultra Magnus is in charge. What's going to happen, huh? Well, I don't. Other than that, the Autobots somehow win in the end. I don't remember what happens because, like I said, it's been like 35 years since I've seen this, and I think I had all three issues way back then. But I just relatively recently picked this up for next to nothing, and I don't remember what happens. But I do remember seeing it. It was cool. It was a cool movie. I enjoyed it. Half the fun is picking out the celebrity voices. So that's all I've got to share with you this time. Is Transformers the movie. Thank you for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe. Share this with your friends who may happen to be a Transformers fan. Whoop, 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 whoop. And then maybe they're not ordinarily into comics. What have you? Leave it at that. Thank you for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, and do leave your comments down below. Do you like the Transformers movie? Did you like the Transformers TV show? I actually enjoyed the Transformers TV show. I didn't watch it all the time, but I watched it on occasion. And I liked, surprisingly, I think I liked the show better than the comic at the time. I can't be sure. Whereas, like with G.I. Joe, about the same time, I liked the comic better than the show. So, that's hard to say. So let me know what you think of Transformers the movie, the animated stuff. Do you like the live-action movies? Which ones do you like best? All that good stuff in the comments below. And remember, comics are art.